I protest. I am not a merry man.
Hello. Hello, everybody. Justy, you're right back from DD, no problem. But Grat's on first. Twice in a week is at the end of days. It is the end of the days of no streaming, definitely. No, I don't know. I love the optimism in coming in second and grabbing third. It's like, fuck it. I'll accept my fate just in case. But thanks for the hydrate, actually. I looked up to see that appeared just as I was about to take a drink, because I was like, I'm thirsty. Because immediately before starting, my stomach started to go, oh, we're going to need lunch soon. I was like, oh, for fuck's sakes, there's no way I can stream for a couple of hours like this, so I grab a quick sandwich, because that was a bit dry. So thanks for that. That's much appreciated. Being obtuse. Fair enough. Oh, blimey. Right. Yes, anyway, sorry. Hello, everybody. Dee, hello. Gracious. Thank you. Obviously, you'll be back, so maybe you'll hear this. I don't know. Todis, hello. How are you doing? I hope you had a good day. How was your how was the weekend? We are no, not the weekend, because we're the second part of the week now. Holy shit, God, how fucked am I? How was your week? How was Wednesday, I guess. Fucking hell. God. Asmith, hello. How you doing? I hope you're well. We're playing a bit of right. Yeah, the plan for today, in case people missed it, is here too. Yeah, no one's grabbed second. Very weird. Yeah, we're gonna play a bit of Lacuna, so we're playing more of that, and then about 1:30ish, half-hour drive home. Stop for snacks. 2.5 hours drive home. That's unusual, surely. You don't do that every day or anything, do you? That's madness. Good timing. Oh, perfect. Well, I'm glad we can entertain vaguely whilst you have your snacks. Being the doctor's on meds, feel a bit icky. Oh, okay. Well, hopefully they come around and help you out in the long term. They're not feeling great now, but that's, you know, fingers crossed they do some good in the long run. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to play some Rural Site. Oh my God. Jesus. That sucks. But, well, like I said, I'm glad we can hopefully keep you vaguely company for a little while while you rest. Jesus. Yeah, take care driving home. So, yeah. Yes, we'll play some Lacuna at about 1:30. So that is 1:30 for me. It's an hour and a half from now. Somewhere around there, bearing in mind Lacuna has auto saves, so the nearest point to that we can stop, we'll jump out of the game, and we'll keep the stream going, and we'll set up for the Nintendo Partner Showcase at 2:00 my time, which will be half an hour after that. So that will give me half an hour to sort of get it organised. I'm giving myself half an hour. It's probably going to take like 30 seconds, but, you know. But we'll sit around. We'll wait for it to gear up, and it'll also I'll stretch my legs and and so on. So give ourselves a little time to relax and chill out, and then we'll watch that, and that'll be it for the day. So we'll finish off on that. It's only like a little 25-minute stream. God knows what it's going to be. It's also only the partner showcase, so it's just going to be Switch 1 and 2 games that are due for release. But it'd be interesting to see what's coming out, I guess. Why not? I just thought it'd be a nice way to finish up. Banner, hello. How you doing? Hope you're well. Hope you're having a good day. Just saying we're playing a bit of Lacuna, then be Nintendo Showcase later. Nintendo rivaling Apple for show-offy events. Well, yeah, I mean, don't know how, it may not be amazing. Like I said, we'll just see what they have to offer, and we'll take it from there. I'm also on my own today, so because wifey's out to work, so if the door goes for any reason, I'm going to have to disentangle myself from all these cables and go and answer it. It's going to be a bit of a scramble, but I'll see what I can do. Because the thing is, even if we're not expecting parcels, we often get like little people buzzing for other people's apartments because they're like, I've got a parcel delivered, can you let us in? And all that kind of stuff. It's like, yeah, sure, whatever. When we moved in, I told myself, I gave myself like this little pep talk. I was going to be like, I'm going to protect this place. No one's meant to be coming in if they're not meant to be coming in. It's as simple as that. Yeah, people have to deliver things and there's workmen and so on if that happens. But I'm going to make sure they're meant to be here. So if they buzz to come in, I'm going to go check that they actually come in and they're carrying a parcel and they don't leave with one. Because it could be so easy to, because sometimes based on where the entrances are, because there's a front and a back entrance, both of which can be buzzed, you can see parcels that are left outside doors just from outside. So it's not rocket science for someone to just buzz and say, hey, I've got a parcel to deliver. Once they're in, they can just pick stuff up and leave. I mean, I know, because I kind of had to do that when our own parcels got delivered somewhere else. So it's not hard. No one challenges you because no one's around is the point, But, for the record, they were our parcels, just at the wrong address. So, if anyone had asked, I could say, look, it's my name and address here, I took ID with me just in case, because, it never hurts to be sure. But like I said, no one stops you. No one's looking out. But, yeah, so I told myself, not going to happen. It lasted about a week before so many people were coming and going. I was like, I can't be toing and froing to check these people are really doing what they're doing. This is insane. And it's calmed down a bit since, but it still happens, But yeah, it's just like, all right, fine, you're coming in. And then I also found out that, and this is no secret, because kind of everybody who needs to know does know, that up until a certain point in the day, about sort of like midway through the day, there's like an option for people to just get in anyway. There's like a contractors button where they just go, no, I need to get into the building and there's no one here to let me in, but I have to work. So they just hit the button and it opens anyway. So I'm not really preventing anything, whatever. Take a penny, leave a penny jar. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but they're boxes. I take a full box and I leave an empty one, or nothing, as whichever. Anyway, yeah. So if we get buzzed, I'm gonna have to I'll try not to deafen everybody as I scramble. No code. No, there's no code or anything. It's just a button. It's just because all the buildings are different. They're all run by different people. So there's no way they could sort of make it a universal situation in that regard. So it's literally just a button that just opens up, and then about halfway through the day, it just goes, right, okay, that's, contractors are done for now, or they should be, so they have to buzz if they want to get in from here on, Cheaper tradesman's code. Well, that's the thing, like I said, can you imagine? Jesus, it's bad enough when you get the binman turn up and they don't have the key for the door, because all the locks are different on every building. It's crazy. Playground. Do the same thing at playgrounds, but people shout about it. Really? Oh, I see. Right. Sorry. I was thinking about door codes. You mean take one or leave one? Yeah, it tends not to go down well with some people. Oh god. Just leave it. Yeah, oh, yeah, exactly. That's going to be that'll be the biggest thing. Just somehow we ended up with more children than we started with. Dee Dee, welcome. Thank you. There is something in my water. It needs cleaning out, but if I sip carefully, I won't take it. It's fine. One of those, like, the water's not as clean as it should be. I mean, it's clean. Like, it's fresh. I didn't rinse the bowl properly or something. There's just a tiny flake or something. And I'm like, it's fine. Drink around it. Anyway, yes, yeah, okay. So God, gee, I can't remember what the last thing we did in Lacuna was, because there was that long bit we were sent to. I know we were sent to go and do something because we got on a train, and that's usually our point of save, auto-saving. But I cannot remember where we were sent, so we're going to have to catch up. Right, okay, let's drop over to that. Cool. See if I have my keyboard, my gamepad, and my mouse, and I'm getting confused which buttons are which. It's confusing the hell out of me. Security company. Oh, yeah, we have to go and... There we go. That was smooth. Also, I'm going to be, at times, trying something slightly different today. See, normally on OBS, I just use, like, the little scene change. You know, you just hit a scene and it changes to that one. But later on, because I've got a couple of bits to sort out with the stream. What is my theme tune called? What, the one that plays on the intro? God, what's it called? I don't know. Off the top of my head. I'll have to get back to you on that one. You're off again. No problem. Drive safe. Take care. And we may still be on when you get back, if you're so inclined. If not, have a good night. Yeah, Azimuth, I'll have to let you know later. I can't remember it off the top of my head, and I'd have to change scene to the intro to find out. Okay, just wondered. Okay, yeah, it's no problem. I'll let you know later. It's just like just play. There we are. Yeah, we're off to the security department. I forgot about that. It's just a Kevin MacLeod. Oh my God, Kevin MacLeod! Did you hear about that? It's so sad. Right, if you're not anyone who's not familiar, Kevin MacLeod is like a staple of the internet. I mean, pretty much every YouTuber at some point has used some of his music. This guy just has a library of music he's made himself, and it's huge. He's got everything you could ever need to listen to in some form or other. He makes it all himself. You know, it's amazing. And, you know, he allows people to use it. He's just, you know, it's all public. He's just like, from the Clan MacLeod. No, exactly, yeah. But it's just like, you know, he's just like, hey, just make sure, you know, you attribute it to me, and that's it. You know, it's fine. That's it. It's done. Like, okay, cool, excellent. You know, and this guy, you know, for years, he's just been churning this stuff out like mad. And recently he just decided he's going to start using AI. And you're like, oh. Look, you know, I can understand how it makes things easier, but it's also kind of shit. And it's a testament to how quickly, as far as I'm concerned, you can lose a reputation. You could so easily just fall off the grid by you know, just sort of saying, hey, that thing nobody likes, I'm going to have a go at it. And everyone goes, well, screw you then. And it's such a shame. Anyway, right. Point is, back to the game. But yeah, it's one of his tunes. His old, sort of older, you know, homemade ones, I guess. So I'll let you know later. Right, so we worked out last time that the security break-in that the transmission happened from, that was it. As we had a transmission on the screen, they broke in, and we worked out it was the other guy. So it's not the guy in charge, because there were three options. There was the guy that was there, the other guard, or the guy in charge. It's not the guy in charge, it's not the guy that was there, so it's the other guard. Like Jamie or something his name was, I think. Actually, we should know. Where are we? Logs? Oh no, that's who we speak to, isn't it? People. It's going to be around here somewhere. James Moore. That's it. It was a double M. Just threw me off. Court security employee said it. Yeah. So he's the one being arrested. Now, we've been sent to the security. Have we been to arrest him or to find more information? That bit I can't remember. The hell's that noise? Oh. Hoi hoi. Oh god, it's all gruff, isn't it? Hey, Gary. Hey, Gary. Conrad, I was having car troubles, but I'll be there soon. Oh yeah, because he offered us a lift. No, that was previous. We always take the train. Car troubles, huh? Save it, Conrad. It's literally the first time you get somewhere faster than me. While you're waiting, you could swing by the restaurant where Cox presumably had dinner and check his alibi. Right, okay, that's what we did. We asked them to send over tonight's surveillance footage. They said the camera is unfortunately broken right now. Seems to be one of those locations where privacy is part of the service. The restaurant is on the layer above Cox's office in the train station. Go upstairs and take a left. Have a chat with his wife if she's still there. Her name is Yvonne Cox. Roger that. See you in a bit. I'll give you a call when I have an ETA. Okay. Yvonne Cox. Ooh. No problem, Didi. Thank you for looking. Oh. Oh, we got cigarettes. It's fine. Don't smoke that many. So there's way up there. See what's down this way. Nothing. Okay. Good to know. Alright, that doesn't go anywhere. Wow, this foreground's a bit imposing. What the hell is going on here? Okay. A barrier of some description. Time to shine. Upgrade now. Home Plus upgrades. They keep getting told about that. Slightly dodgy, I don't know. Good evening, sir. Do you have a reservation? Evening. I'd like to talk to Yvonne Cox if she's here. Is she here? Sorry. I must ask, is she expecting you? No, not really, no. I'm sorry, but I can only let you in as part of a reservation. Neil Conrad, CDI. Will you please leave me to Mrs. Cox? Ms. Cox. I thought she was his wife, so it'd be Mrs. Maybe his ex, maybe. Could you please follow me? She has a funny voice, but I've decided that's it. It's Hendrix. Oh my god. That's why it's vital that we keep negotiating with them, no matter what Albert says. Ms. Cox. Yes? Who are you? Another one? Jesus Christ, I can't do all these female voices. Crazy. You get a slight intonation, that's about it. Neil Conrad, CDI. Don't interrupt, but I'd like to ask you a few questions. CDI? What did I do to deserve your attention? You got married. About your husband, actually. Ah, well... Excuse me, Mr. Conrad. Jacqueline Hendricks, attorney at law. Miss Cox is my client. So, you on the books right now? Who gives a shit? You realise that she is not obliged, to give you any information about... She isn't under arrest, mate. Shut the fuck up. It's okay, Jacqueline. Let's talk, Mr. Conrad. Would you mind if we stepped outside? I need some fresh air. Very safe. Lawyers always got to try and justify their... She's probably going to say, well, this was a business meeting now. Charge her for it. A little overprotective sometimes. How you know a lawyer is worth their salt? Yeah, because they're always trying to fucking gouge you for money. You said this was about Albert. What does he want to ask me? I was wondering if you could tell me where your husband was around 6 o'clock tonight. We met here with Jacqueline at 5:30 and discussed some business decisions over dinner. About half an hour ago, Albert got a phone call and excused himself. What time is it now? Can't remember what. That was us. Sorry for interrupting your dinner. Did Mr. Cox act strange in any way over the last few days? I have no idea. Last time I saw him before tonight must have been 2 weeks ago. Albert and I don't live together anymore. We have all but separated. Right, okay. You're getting a divorce? Maybe. It'd be very complicated for our businesses. I see. Well, that's all for now. Thank you for taking the time. Okay, well, seems to check out. As I would have rather asked someone who, you know, doesn't have a stake in him, but whatever. Gary, what's up? I'll be there in 10 minutes. What about you? Did you talk to the wife? Yeah, she corroborates his alibi. You believe her? I didn't have the impression she lied to protect him. Their marriage is apparently more of a pragmatic arrangement at this point. Fair enough. I see. Listen, I got bad news. Paul's not home. He's on holiday, according to his wife. Oh, yeah. He said he went to Manami Tree Resort. Manami? We're currently trying to confirm this and get a hold of him. Why don't you go to Moore's wife, see if you buy that story? Saito says that you're very close by. Move up a layer or two and take a right to leave the market. You should find her apartment there. Come back down to Cox's office when you're done, right near the train station. Oh, Jesus, right. I'll be there in 10. I'll be there in 10, see?
On my way up to Moore's apartment, I walked through aromatic clouds of fried rice, fish, and mystery meat. I'd been down to Paloon Market once before, with Catherine. It almost surprised me to see that none of the platforms had collapsed in the years since. People were still selling the same junk, some of it probably stolen halfway across the planet.
Okay. Useful that our obstructions are no longer here. Oh wait, that's the way we're meant to be going. Always check the other way. What we got here? Absolutely nothing. Nope. Okay. Oh. Anybody home? Who's there? Agent Neil Conrad, CDI. I already talked to your colleagues. I'm assuming she's shouting through the door. Has a stake in him, like Dragon. No, alright, has a stake in his well-being, you know, like his business and so on. But lawyers are vampires, so maybe that applies. I know. Sorry to bother you once more. You said that your husband went on a vacation, is that correct? Why don't you come in? Oh, God. Because I don't want him? Okay, fine. We're in. Can I see your badge? Of course. James went to Manami Tree Resort. His flight last night after work. She hasn't got a voice except mine. Don't worry about it. Is there a way to contact him? He left his cell here because he wanted some peace and quiet. What exactly do you want from him? Hope he's not in trouble. Why would you say that? Yeah. Yeah, I'd be more concerned to be like a victim, not a suspect. Is he getting in trouble a lot? No, not lately. Wouldn't everyone be worried about the CDI knocking on their door? Not lately. Does your husband have a criminal record? He made some mistakes years ago and he did his time for it. What did he do? Boss asked him to make a delivery of illegal substances. James got caught and his boss said he knew nothing about it. Who was his boss at the time? Not Mr. Cox, I suppose. Oh, it was Cox, all right. James was in prison for almost a year and went right back to work for him. What? Didn't hold a grudge at all? Let's say he didn't have much of a choice. Oh. Hard enough finding a job nowadays. Even more so with a criminal record. Thank you, Mr. Bohr. That's all for now. Your husband gets in touch. Tell him to contact me. Here's my cell info. Bingly, bingly, bingly. Mind if I have a quick look around? Look around? Why not? But please don't make a mess. Alright. Oh, Jesus. What have we got here? Oh. It's not going to tell me what that was, just... Right, hang on. Milex wins 10-year court case. Report by Amy Thorson. 1838. Hang on, what's it now? It tells us somewhere, doesn't it? No, it doesn't. Okay. Right, okay, fine. This one. Negotiations of the Hopes scandal finally came to a close last Monday. Milex Mining had made negative headlines almost 16 years ago when hundreds of employees filed a class action lawsuit against the mining giant. Many of them had suffered permanent lung damage after allegedly having been exposed to harmful gases over prolonged periods of time in the mining chamber dubbed Hope on the Famous. Is that the one that collapsed originally? Or is this unrelated? I can't remember. A long, slow and expensive back and forth of appeals followed until last week, when the Interplanetary Court finally ruled that the company would not be held accountable and did not have to compensate the alleged victims. This conclusion is viewed by many as a great failure of the federal justice system. Neither the mining lobby's system-wide influence nor the Federation's interest in Melex's economic success are a secret, leading many to openly question the integrity of the court's decision. Just like always then. Garian Gazette, report by Thomas Alley. Charges against Cox Security. Last week, a delivery van belonging to the company Cox Security was stopped as part of a routine traffic control. The police found an undisclosed amount of mind-altering substances stowed away under the loading area and arrested the driver on the spot. Sorry, phone beeped, just checking. Facing charges of drug trafficking, the CEO of Cox Security denied any involvement and claimed the driver was acting of his own accord. The driver admits fault. He is looking at up to 1 year in prison. Right. 1831. Oh, these are all new ones. So it's 1840 at the moment. That was 9 years ago. Court case 2 years ago. Okay. Interesting. Oxidonol. Highly addictive substance used in lung disease treatment. Okay. Pieces are starting to come together. Single plate in the sink. Looks like she had dinner alone. Okay, that's fair. So he isn't here. Right, then we were told to head back down to the, out of Cox's office. Conrad, how'd it go with Moore's wife? Well, she doesn't seem to know where her husband is up. Doesn't seem to know what her husband is up to. I took a look around the place, though. Good, we need all the information we can get. I'm almost at Cox's building, meet you there. He's heading downstairs.
Oftentimes in our investigations, the obvious solution would turn out to be the right one. People usually acted in accordance with their interests and their emotions. Whoever we first thought did it, they often turned out to have done it. With Moore and everyone else we had met so far, it always felt that we were at least one step removed from the truth. Nothing about this case was obvious.
So, right. I'm trying to keep all these factions straight in my head. So we've got people who support one side working with terrorists who are trying to take it down. So it's kind of confusing as to why they would want to take down the side they're supposedly on. Some of them, or at least a couple of them, are not aware of what they're doing, or who they're working for, I should say, which suggests that obviously they don't know that they believe in what they're doing, they just don't realise the negative consequences of it, or they're just being paid to forget about it. But there's this subplot, essentially, about a company that has screwed people over in the past and not had to pay for it. And I get the feeling that's the underlying issue here. These people aren't necessarily against the system, they may be against the company. They want change because of that. Something along those lines. I'm sure it's all going to come together. Again, I'm struggling to just remember whose side who's on. It's a little, it's just new names and new political systems. It's kind of getting confusing. Conrad, we need to go up here. We need you to go up here. Cox has probably been waiting for us for a while. Okay. What's with the shabby building? I thought this was a big company. This is just one of their bases of operation, apparently. Listen, Conrad. I just got a call from the AG. She ordered us to arrest Cox. What? From the AG herself? Why? I thought we were just going to question it. Did you tell the AG that we don't suspect Cox of starting the broadcast? I did, but I guess there's been a change of plans. Why does she want us to arrest him? Yeah, surely you have to... Well, no, you don't have to know, do you? She said that we have a strong reason to believe that he is part of the Liberators. Did she bother telling you what she was basing that on? So, right, so you had a guy who worked for him before and took the fall. He could quite easily have just done the same. So Moore did the job, but it's not him pulling the strings. No. No. We don't have time to waste here, Conrad. Let's go get him. You want to do the talking? I'll see if I can have a look around in the meantime. Sure. I don't think he's going to give us trouble, but keep on your toes. He's big in the security business after all. Very low-tech doorbell. Okay. And a flashing light. Oh, no, I've got a smear on my glasses. Can't see without my glasses. There we go, it's fine. Evening, Mr. Cox. I'm Agent Long, and this is my... Gary Long. And this is my partner, Agent Conrad. Good evening. Sorry I don't have more chairs in here. We'll stand. I heard there was a break-in on Mr. Brown's watch. I didn't expect this sort of slip-up from him. I apologize. We're not here for him, actually. Mr. Cox, you're under arrest. We're suspected of providing support for an interplanetary conspiracy. I see. Oh, shit. Gary, no! Shit, Gary! Get out of the gun immediately. Get out of my way. You just shot a CDI agent. It's over, Mr. Cox. Oh, please, don't overestimate your power. I don't think we really have a lot to bluff with. Although, can we? I mean, it's not like we have stats, do we? You know, it's not like I'm going to be like, 40% success rate. Oh no, he's big in security. He'd know this or not. There's no point trying to bluff that kind of shit. What about your wife? You just leave her behind? I don't care about my wife. She'd be thrilled if I disappeared. Great. Now get out of my way or I'll make you. Come on, I know you still care about your wife. I don't give a shit about that bitch. Okay, this isn't working out. You had your chance. I tried to take him alive because that's the whole point of trying to arrest someone. Hello? He's trying to burn the place down? Motherfucker. This game over. Where does he think he's going to go, though? Surely he get tagged at, like, every port. Hey, Gary's not dead. Conrad, he's moving. Conrad, are you okay? Yeah, I think. You? Yeah, same. Just some bruises. Glad we wore our vests. Well, that makes sense. What about Cox? Well, that's us. What about Cox? Fucker got away. And his office on fire. Looks like he had something to hide. Shit. Can't believe he got the jump on us like that. Should have been more careful. The manhunt is already underway. We have to get him. What do we do now? Go back home and take a break. I'll tell the chief what happened. Go back home and take a break? Surely there's some kind of, like, fill out some paperwork. You fired your gun. You got shot. You have to account for all this shit while you're still thinking about it. Not just go home and have a break. Let the adrenaline settle and hook yourself up to the med bay for a quick checkup. We'll have to wait and see if more or Cox turns up. If they do, I'll give you a call. If not, I'll see you at HQ tomorrow. Go with that. Son of a bitch. I tried to take him alive because we wanted information. Should just fucking shot him. Son of a... All burned down. Please keep out. Just leave it off like... Yeah, exactly, yeah. Ugh, such an inconvenience. Oh, that's that advert. This fucking Mobi advert. Mobi advert always throws me off. Train, convenient. I mean, to be fair, he did mention a med bay. I'm sure it's probably going to tell us, you know, have another smoke. Get some sleep. Be fine. In transit. Oh, phone call on the train. It is the future. Catherine is the other part. God knows if I gave her any kind of voice, so we'll just go with generically not me. Hey Neil. You get everything all right? No, Laura's disappeared. Oh, for fuck's sake, Laura. You've got enough going on right now. What do you mean disappeared? Let her go to that stupid party, but she promised she would be home over an hour ago. We tried calling her? Of course, but she's not answering. She's probably having fun if we got the time. But why won't she pick up? It's not like her. Maybe the music's too loud. I'm sure she'll come home once she realises you tried to reach her. She won't want you to worry for too long. Alright. Hey, Neil. You want to swing by for a glass of wine? I'm on the train right now, on my way back from work, and I'm pretty tired. But okay if I swing by spontaneously? So that's we'll leave it up to you, player. Oh yeah, of course. I'm sitting here waiting anyway. I'm too tired to come, and she's still not here in an hour. Give me a call, okay? Of course we're going to drop by. We're not trying to rekindle the relationship, but he does need to know more about his daughter. He is apparently very negligent. There's this way. Here we are. It's somewhere around here. Is it this bit here? Yeah, that's the one. Because we're right at the end, so she's here. This is music. Wow. Hey, want to go up to the roof? Thought you'd never ask. Yeah, why not? Haven't been up there for a while. It was one of the reasons why we rented the apartment, remember? Of course I do. It's so convenient. Clunk, 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 clunk. Mouse, out of the way. Getting excited about things is so easy when you're 24. What is the smoking propaganda here? I mean, we smoke, but didn't they say like it's like safe basically? Just like it's like not smoking. I can't remember. I'm sure that was a thing. So easy with it. You can at least offer. You can say no. You want a cigarette? I don't... Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Still the same brand, huh? Yeah. Getting a little tired of it, but changing things about your life would mean too much work. Exactly. Honey. Come on, it wasn't aimed at you. I'm that way too. Everyone is. Exactly. So, how's your life going? Okay, I guess. Yours? Got shot today. Or shot at least. Same. I know it's silly, but sometimes still wonder why it didn't work out with us. There was a time when I was so sure we were a perfect match. I've asked myself the same 1,000,000 times. And I came up with lots of different answers. We were too young for a kid, I was too focused on my new job, our place was too small. wanted to find that one good reason to explain it to myself, make it sense of it. But honestly, I think we were just bad at it. We couldn't stop fighting about the same small bullshit. We kept hurting each other for no reason until we reached a point of no return. That's it. Maybe you're right. But that's sad, don't you think? Yeah. Don't worry too much about Laura. I'm sure she's fine. We should be happy for her that she's having a good time at that party. You said yourself that she had some trouble fitting in with the other kids. Yeah, I know. It's just, I think about the shit I did when I was her age. And you're fine. Why is her speech bubble still downstairs? That's confusing. Probably why I worry so much about her. Oh, and ours is as well. Okay. You turned out okay, and I'm sure Laura will too. She's smart. Barely keep my eyes open. I have to go home now before I fall off this roof. If Laura isn't home in an hour, give me a call, okay? I will. Thanks for swinging by. She promised us wine. We didn't get any of it. Nice to be up here with you again. I'll stay a little longer. What a throwback, huh? It was nice. See you soon. Clonk, 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 stomp, stomp. I thought that was like 2 ups, but it's not. It's just an up and a door. Okay. Well, I like our little reflection in the window. That's kind of nice. News? What we got here? Developments in Banny's murder. Drove here today. Article was Zoe Kung? As previously reported, Drovian Foreign Minister Joseph Banny was shot dead by an unknown assassin last night around 1:30. Attorney General Amelia Thorne announced this morning that the CDI had already arrested the suspected killer, but did not elaborate on his identity or motives. Liam Campbell, chief of the CDI's Terror Prevention Unit, was in large part responsible for Banny's visit during his stay, is expected to make a statement on his own later. Today. Daniel Marab, Savian Prime Minister of Drovia's colonial government, called the murder an extraordinary failure of the Garian state. Please. They had their own guys there and they didn't help. Adding it was a scandal that Drovian politicians have to fear for their lives on Garian soil. The situation isn't helped by an apparent disagreement between CDI agents investigating the case with Mr. Banny's bodyguards Carl Smith and Lisa Morton. We were treated professionally while they were there. Mrs. Morton told Drovia today, only to be told later that we had obstructed the investigation, even though we did everything they said. Did you? Both are now in police custody, with Drovian authorities demanding their immediate release and an independent investigation into the matter. Screw you guys. What's down here? I don't know what's going on around here. Veggie buffet. Huh. I'm sure we've still got plenty of secrets. Yeah. It does. It's weird. It doesn't tell you the time, does it? Odd. Does it kind of feel like that's a useful bit of information at times?
I met my own tired gaze in the glass. There were so many things on my mind. Laura's disappearance worried me more than I had shown. I thought maybe it had been the wrong call to let her go to that party. In hindsight, it probably wouldn't have mattered. And then there was Cox. He was somewhere out there. At the time, I was hopeful we'd catch him and get some much-needed answers, but he hasn't turned up to this day.
To this day, what, now? Or ever? That's a bit weird. I mean, we only lost him like an hour ago. Welcome, Mr. Conrad. Your visitor is waiting inside. Oh, visitor? Visitor? I'm not expecting anyone. Who is it? Your visitor is ID unknown. What? I didn't tell you that I was expecting someone. Why did you let them in? I'm sorry, I do not understand the question. Stupid fucking thing. I'll see for myself. Draw your gun. Draw your gun. Yep. It's your daughter, that's fine, but that's a bit weird. I don't recognize these sprites. Oh, is it, what was her name? Zora? You can put that gun away. Who are you? Got a nice place up here. They pay you well? Show me your face, turn around. Okay. No, it's not. Lila? Who? Oh, right, my face. I don't like it, to be honest. Wait, it's you. You're the one who assaulted Lila. I'm Zora. Nice to meet you. Slowly put your hands up. I'm here to talk. Shoot her. Shoot her anyway. Put your hands up or I'll be forced to shoot. Nobody's forcing you to do anything. You can make your own decisions. We've been caught short for talking before. Put your hands up now. Can we skip this part, please? Get to the bit where we talk. I'll count to 3. One voice actor reminds me of Alan Wakespeare. Nevik, hello, welcome. How you doing? I hope you're well. See, I think he sounds a bit like also in the delivery. Right, yes. Yeah, I can get that completely. But I think he sounds like I think he sounds a bit like Carl Urban trying to do like his American sort of, gruff accent kind of thing. There's something really sort of specific about the way he sort of talks, almost like his teeth are clenched, But no, I see exactly what you do. What you mean. I'll count to 3. 1. Stop. 2. We have your daughter. I should have led with that. So shoot her anyway. You don't have to kill her. You lad. We took your daughter, Laura. No, you're full of shit. You can ask your ex. She's not at home. Where is she? Safe with us? Who's us? You work for the Liberators, right? I have a record of your conversation with the man who shot Fanny. Seeing little girls really how they're trying to stand up for their ideals? You'd have to ask them. I don't know or care what they believe in. We're just getting paid. You're not going to get paid if I shoot you, stupid cow. Or rather, we were supposed to, but then you showed up and botched the final step of the plan. Who's we? Kind of people you call when you want a foreign minister dead. So far, we've only interacted with 2 of them. So you're mercenaries. What do you call yourselves? Wouldn't help even if I told you so. Tell me then. Won't hurt you, will it? And stealing the chief's data was part of your contract with the Liberators? So you pieced that together already? Yes. What was on that stick that made it so important? No idea. Wait, you don't know either. I thought you had the drive. I don't. And I don't think I'll get my hands on it anytime soon. Who was it then if you don't? Who has it then if you don't? My superiors, if it still exists at all. Complicates things. Guess we'll have to move on to plan B right away. Since the handover went south, the Liberators refused to pay us. We need that data to get our money after all. This is where you come in. If you figure out what the data is about, you might be able to locate it in the CDI database next to it. Send a private sheet to your cell. Submit it to us once you found out. I will do no such thing. It'll be difficult. Hand me your cell for a minute. Why? You don't need it to open a sheet. As for something else, I need to access the CDI network. Just shoot her. I'm sorry. Why are we delaying? He has no proof that they have his daughter. And they haven't in any way said they're going to do anything otherwise. So, what? He hears a vague threat about his daughter. And he just decides, do you know what? I'm going to let you do everything you want. You shoot her to incapacitate her. Then you torture her to get as much information as possible. Then you go save your daughter. This guy clearly hasn't seen Taken. What for? Set up a back door for our hack. Why are you telling me all this? I could arrest you right here, but you won't. And I doubt that you could. I'm telling you this because we work together now. Okay, I immediately hate where this plot is going because it's so fucking ridiculous. I have a particular set of skills. Yeah, exactly. This man is fucking just shoot her. You have the gun. Stop her talking. Still only here coming. Yeah. Sooner our client pays us, the sooner you see your daughter again. Again, that's the problem with your client. Do anything on my cell, they will trace it back to me. Don't worry, I'll use someone else's credentials. Use credentials. Doesn't matter, give me your cell. Please tell me who I'd be throwing under the bus. Gary Long, oh, what a surprise. No, his job means everything to him. Not really more important to you than Laura's safety. She's your only bargaining chip. Try to find out what that data was about. There's got to count for something. See, right. Yes, I understand he doesn't want anything to happen to his daughter. So fine. Of course, we don't do stuff that's really going to risk that. But A, he has no proof they have her. And B, you have to remember that these people are out for themselves. That's why they have all this work done. That's why they've gone out of their way to get to you because they need you for something. So the point is, they do not want to die. See, they haven't got his daughter because they're willing to sacrifice themselves, for the cause. They're doing this because they want money. And to spend money, you have to live. So you put them in the biggest threat possible, and they'll realize that it isn't worth taking you on. Because the fact is, the other guys might say, hey, because they can try and hide behind his daughter, but the fact is, as soon as they've done anything to her, their lives are forfeit. So they have no real bargaining. Because you can say, well, you can walk away from this and get nothing. Or you can do things to me and then die. Is it worth it? Probably not. Because they might get like a moment's brief satisfaction when they say, I did the thing I threatened I was going to do. And then you go, excellent, now you're dead. Which is exactly what they don't want in the first place. They have no bargaining here. It's ridiculous. Like I said, if they had a bigger cause, if they were threatening, but they're just mercenaries. They just want money. And they can't do anything with that when you're dead. Ugh. Anyway, right, okay. Try to find out what the data was about. That's got to count for something. Definitely not increase her chances if you don't cooperate now. Is my login? Right. There's what I think should be happening, and then I think there's what the game expects me to be playing. Okay, so right now the game is saying that, Laura is a big bargaining chip. You've got to really worry about that, and we need to be trying to do what we can to save her, not, just calling bluffs and so on. So we can't say I can't. I mean, we could, apparently. Actually, I mean, but then why give us the option? Surely that's not like an immediate game over. But I wouldn't put it past the game to just like kill the daughter and then, we have to live with that. I don't know. I really don't know what's going to come of that. How did they get his daughter? How did they know anything about him? I wonder if the GA's involved. I don't know. I'm really indecisive here. Either, right, we're not going to go with Gary. Either we go down ourselves or we don't try. I really want to say can't do it. Just like stick to my guns. I want to essentially call their bluff. And I'm hoping, what I would hope, is that if I chose this option, he'd essentially go guns blazing. That's what I would like. That's what I want to see come from this. But since I doubt that's the case, I doubt that's much of an option. My concern is that I'll say I can't do it and they go, fine, your daughter's dead, screw you, we're going to somehow get away, plot armor, all that kind of bullshit. Also, hang on, what's going on here? Why is this middle one further right than left? There's a gap between the left and the middle one, but there's practically no gap between the right and the middle one. What's going on there? That's it. 1 out of 10. Graphic design shit. What are they doing? God, I really want to try Can't Do It just to see what happens. Okay, right. Okay. As is standard with all of these games, if you really want to know what happens, I would recommend playing it yourself. That's no problem. You know, of course, most of these games I'd say, you know, I'd recommend giving it a go yourself anyway. Because, of course, you know, it's great fun to see people stream stuff, but you'd always support people and developers and so on. And so far, it's been pretty good. It's quite well made, so I'd encourage you to do that. I think most people would probably want to, like, game it. I don't know, but I want to go with I Can't Do It. I'm going to say that's my choice. I'm expecting it. Honestly expecting it to go south real quick. It's going to go really horrible. And we're probably going to get our daughter killed. But I want to imagine that it's a bluff or we can somehow work around it and they're not going to kill the daughter. And I have to know. Because now that I've thought about it, I've got to know. So we're going to go with I Can't Do It. I can't do it. I don't think you understand the severity of the situation. If you harm her, I won't do anything for you. Neil, many people at the CDI have kids. You're a monster. It's not my call. Just give me your cell. Oh, you fucking kidding me? It was pointless. Oh, well, what's the fucking point of that then? All that debating for nothing. Fine, go with mine. That's what I was going to choose second. You get yourself in trouble like this. No, you wouldn't want me to get in trouble like this. I'm too important for you. So we agree. Got to be your colleague's credentials. No, use mine. My credentials are not giving it to you. Fine. My boss won't be happy about it. This wasn't the plan. You're so close. You're so close. Just fucking kill her. Or, like, you know, incapacitate her. You call yourself a bloody... Oh, never mind. So that's it. I gave you access and I'll tell you all I find out about the data. You let Laura go now, right? That's the first step. If you keep cooperating, we'll see. We'll see her again soon. Let her go. She doesn't have to suffer like this. I'll help you anyway, so you'll leave us alone. So my call. What will you do with your life? Murder and child abduction? I don't have time for this. We're done here. Answer my question. How do you live with yourself? Go for the CDI. Don't you kill and abduct people all the time? No. Right. Okay. Yes. Stopping criminals who shoot at you by shooting back and arresting people is not kidnapping. So, or abduction. I don't think you get to, you know, call the high ground on that one. Just found out that the Blue Alien People third movie is coming out in December. Really? That's not far away, is it? God, they were... How many years between the first and the second? And now the third one's coming out already? I thought it'd taken this long just to hype up the graphics. The CGI, that's what I mean, really. Wow. What was the other one? There's something about water, wasn't it? The Way of Water or something like that? Not Shape of Water, because that was the other film. What's this third one going to be? I mean, you had practically air in the first one, water in this one. I never saw the second one, to be honest. I never caught it. I heard it was okay. Fire and ash. Oh, okay. The third element. Spare me your moral relativism crap. I'm not a mercenary. Sure you are. CDI is trying to do the right thing. You do whatever the highest bidder tells you to. Help, I'm drowning! Yeah. The right thing? What kind of childish nonsense do you believe in? Oh god, we're gonna really start this bullshit again. I'm so sick of this angsty... If you twist it on its head, it's all exactly the same thing. We're all evil in some way. Bollocks. No, there's quite a clear definition of right and wrong. We all know that you're the wrong people, and we're doing better, if not right. You don't have to believe in anything to not be evil. I don't believe in anything in particular. And yet here you are, talking about good and evil. Because we know what that is. We have an intuition for it. Bullshit, there's no such thing, we invented it. No, we didn't. God, what is she, 12? Just shoot her. Oh no. Look at this lizard over there, he's my friend. Never done anything evil, you can't. All animals do shit for a while and then they die. Look, you trying to keep me talking? You can't pretend to not care about anything. But I know you do. You were separated from someone you care about. What are you talking about? The sniper we caught. You care about him, don't you? Want to start a new life with her? You wanted to start a new life with him? That's none of your business. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I imposing on your private life? But it's funny you mention him. Thanks to you and your colleagues, I won't see him ever again. Didn't you just tell me it was bad to put people away against their will? My daughter harmed nobody. Your friend killed someone and might start a war. Maybe we can make a trade. What trade? You try to fuck with me, I know he's not never getting out of there. Probably not. I could deliver a message. What do you want in return? Promise me to keep Laura safe. Promise that I'll get her back when this is over. Depends on your actions. But I can promise that we'll actually let her go if you work with us. Sure. Yeah, that's really going to happen because so many kidnappers just let their people go because it's not an inconvenience to have someone out there who knows what you look and sound like. Granted, they can change faces, we know that, but she'll know enough. Alright, what's your message? Tell him the moon rises in the south. Okay. Sure. I'll be back with more instructions. As soon as she turned her back, you should have shot her.
As soon as the woman disappeared into the night, my facade slipped, and I nearly collapsed on the balcony floor. I took out my cell with shaking hands and tapped on Laura's face in my contacts. Maybe. She didn't pick up. I resisted the urge to call Catherine next. I couldn't just tell her about what had happened. She knocked on my door in the early morning, but I didn't open. I tried to decide on a course of action, but I couldn't concentrate. My mind alternated between trying to remember my last conversation with Laura and conjuring up horrible images of her tied to a chair in some basement. Sometime later, my alarm rang. I got up to go to work, not sure if I was ready to talk to Kat. I must have stood outside her apartment for a few minutes when I finally made a decision.
So how does this plot go if you say don't let her go? Does she go anyway? Like she snuck out and went? Or you just get vetoed and like she has to go and then get, you know... Yeah, where the fuck have you been? I tried to call you a million times. Haven't came to your apartment. I'm sorry, Laura's still in home. I called all her friends and nobody knows anything. It's like she never went to that party. What do I do now? Let's keep her distracted with the police. It's what's, you know, bound to happen. If we start talking about it, it's just going to complicate things. Call the police and tell them everything. Give them her phone number, maybe they can track her down. Talk to her friends again, ask them why when they last saw her. Do you think she's in danger? I don't know. I hope. You have to keep calm. I'm so scared. I couldn't if... On the CDI, do something? It's a case for police. I'll see if we can help. Keep me updated if you hear anything, okay? Yay! I have to go. Call you as soon as I hear anything, and you do the same, okay? I'm immediately like 2 out of 10 on the plot. I'm just so sick of this already. I'll be here all day. Yeah. Bleh. If you want to make a game fun, don't make the plot angsty. I don't want to sit around going, oh God, my daughter, oh no, what a problem. I want to be like, John, I'm going to fucking take him down. I'm out here taking names and saving daughters. What is time to shine? I keep seeing that. The Vibber? I don't know what the hell that is all about. Anyway, Nevik, sorry, I forgot to ask. What did you I take it did you see the second Avatar? Did you like it? You excited for the third one? I think I didn't see the second one. It was just inconvenient at the time, but I just I don't know. Part of me liked the first one so much in the cinema, but I haven't seen it since, and I kind of feel like I wouldn't like more. Like I'm, like it's going to spoil things, So I just want to leave that memory where it is, Who is this? Dad? Laura, where are you? Why didn't you let them use the login they wanted? Please, Dad, they're going to hurt me if you don't listen to them. You get me out of here. They swear they'll let me go if you do what they ask. Well, we did half of what they asked. Is that not enough? Know how important your job is to you. How bad can things be that they're asking you? Hang on, she's supposed to be, 14? 15? Sure she can understand the concept of my job involves an awful lot of danger and there's big political things happening here. How bad can things be that they're asking you? Well, pretty bad. We're talking about, killing other people. I don't want to finish. I want to finish my novel. See? That's what she cares about. Because I'm saying, no, I love you. I don't want to, never see you again. It's like, oh, you bastard. I'm never going to finish my novel because of you. Listen to me. I'll get you out of there. Stay calm and do what they say. If it's under control, we'll see each other soon. I need to go. Okay. And here a second. Okay, interesting. Jesus, these horrendously wide stairs. Wait, is there more news? See what happens. Banny's murderers speak. Less than 24 hours after Banny's death, an organization calling itself the Liberators claimed responsibility for the attack. It was a scene right out of a movie with screens all over the capital playing their radical message. You weren't there. This is what they said. Hello, fellow citizens. We the Liberators defended the progress freedom. We have seen this. Reject science to the point that remove the saving Banny. Yeah, we have seen that. So far, authorities have not confirmed that the people sending the message were in fact involved in Foreign Minister Banny's death or what the chilling announcement at the end might pertain to. It's claimed that the Garian Gazette does not support this message and will continue to stand for togetherness and inclusivity in these difficult times. Good to know, I guess. Morning, Conrad. You look pale. Are you sick? No, I'm fine. Have you got some rest after yesterday's incident? Let me bring you up to speed. Chief said he's making some announcement this morning. Didn't sound good at all. But we'll see in a few minutes. We're running a planet-wide search for Cox, but he didn't turn up yet. Still can't believe that. We got away. Go talk to Saito. He's in our office and has some new intel on more on Cox for you. Okay, I'm on it. Listen, Conrad. Might have been a little intense these past few days. These are special circumstances. You understand that, right? Sure. Been hard on all of us. I gotta run. Talk to you later. Where's this person just walking backwards and forwards? Okay, can't go down. Saito! Ah, good morning, Neil. I can't remember if I gave him like any kind of inflection. Hey, Sado. Gary told me you had some new intel for me. Indeed. I put everything on our pinboard over there. Let me give you a quick overview. First, I assembled some basic information on James Moore and his wife. Second, I managed to pull their recent bank statements. Maybe they'll find something. You'll find something useful in there. That's all I could get my hands on for now, but I got more coming tomorrow. And third, took a look at the CV of the guy who fired at Albert Cox. Guess what I found? He's a Saviant, and he grew up on Drovia. Oh, that's a surprise. I suspected he was working with the Liberators. Well, who knows? He still might. What's also interesting is that he changed his name 20 years ago. Shoot, we're running late to that meeting with the chief. Go, I'll tell you the rest on the way. Oh, you're walking automatically. Cox was born in Albert Bolton. His parents owned a big company at the time, Bolton Security Systems. They were responsible for the safety of the Sabian colony on Drovia. You mean Sector 2? The one that blew up 40 years ago? Exactly. Bolton Security was sued into oblivion over the incident and eventually went bankrupt. When Cox had finished school, he changed his name and moved to Gara. That's when he found his own security company, founded, and using some grant money. Hydrate, thank you, Diddy. Voice is getting a little dry. Thank you, Sado. Great work as always. Again, it's coming together. Everyone involved in this Sector 2 thing is trying to get their they're trying to get their comeuppance, trying to get their revenge, that's it, on the company. Despite the fact that they're all still on the same side. They're still Savian. So it's not a government thing, it's a company thing. Oh, it's nothing, I just did some advanced browsing. Before we go in, I need to ask, is everything alright? You look not great. Just didn't get enough sleep lately. Thanks for asking. Who's this guy? Have we seen him before? Big guy, right? I think everybody's here. Let's start. Oh, the chief. Thank you all for coming. As many as you know, I've been working for the CDI for 28 years now. I've done everything in my power to defend the values of our planet stands for. The principles of freedom, tolerance, equal rights for everyone, and justice have been guiding all my actions. I've always been proud of our work and our commitment to the Garian democracy. Sadly, the path to justice isn't always clear. We have to make difficult decisions. The murder of Joseph Banny has severely harmed the relationship between our planet and Drovia, and it puts the fragile peace in our solar system at risk. The Domestic Terrorism Division is charged with protecting Banny under my leadership. In light of our failure to do so, the Attorney General and I... Oh, it's AG, not GA, sorry. I agreed that the only appropriate response was for me to resign from my duties at the CDI, effective immediately. I hope that the separatist groups on Drovia will consider this a sign of sincere remorse, and of our intention to make up for the damage that was being done. I enjoyed working with you all, and I wish you nothing but the best. I hope that each of you will find your way of fighting for justice. I'll still be in my office today if there's any open questions or issues you want to talk to me about. My successor will be announced by the Attorney General in the near future. Starting tomorrow, Agent Long will be taking over my responsibility until a permanent replacement is found. Thank you and goodbye. That's why they wanted Gary's, because he's going to be in charge. Okay. I don't really know where the next point is supposed to be, but go down. We said we'd pass on a message, so maybe at some point we can meet the guy in the room. Because of course they'd still be holding him. Except we can't get there. Never mind that. Hello, Cap. What are you doing? Oh, hello. What are you doing? Does this look like there's room to stand? What are you doing? Hello. Oh, maybe we go back to the room. Yes, yeah, exactly, yeah. Oh, yeah, okay. The room with everybody in it. Makes sense. What the hell is going on here? I assume it's meant to be like a hairdo on top of a face, but it looks an absolute state. I don't know. I did not expect this. Dot, dot. What a day, huh? Hello. Dot, dot, dot. That was unexpected. Fuck, I can't believe I'm standing in for the chief. Boy, am I bad at maths. Exactly. There's only place for 3 legs, not 4. I never thought they would pick me. I have to call my wife. Guess I'll be doing some overtime in the next few days. Don't you think it's strange that the AG fired him? Got to admit, she never really liked him. Maybe she was waiting for an opportunity. Someone had to get fired for Banny's death just for the optics, don't you think? Maybe. The chief always did an excellent job. It didn't have to be him. Not thrilled about it either, but we should focus on the Liberator's threat. It makes it up. He had bodyguards, personal bodyguards. Neither of them could seemingly do anything to stop it. How was the local police supposed to know that there was going to be a sniper on a roof in a different building? How are you supposed to look out for that kind of shit? Especially when they're all apparently powered, or funded, I should say, by major corporations. Most of which your guy pissed off. I don't want to start my new job with a string of terror attacks. Let's recap what we got so far. Listen up, squad. Time for a little wrap-up. I suppose you're all as surprised as I am about Chief's sudden retirement. However, we need to focus on the Liberators and their plans now. Go over everything we got so far once more. Barovia's Foreign Minister Banny was shot last night by a sniper who goes by the name of Boyd. Boyd then went to see a woman called Zora, which seems to have been a deviation from their original plan. He convinced her to hand him a stick with confidential, stolen data. The next morning, Boyd met another man to hand him that data. Abraham Gonzalez, CEO of the Drovian company Power Up. We know this, generally, it's in all our things, so why are we getting another wrap-up? We were able to extract a deleted message from Gonzalez's phone, which provides... his cell, even, sorry, I've just immediately changed it to phone. Someone paid him to fetch the stick, fetch boy, and send the data to an unknown address once he was outside the Garian network. This leads us to believe that the data cannot be sent unnoticed via the web, which applies only to the best-kept secrets of the Garian government. We don't know who paid either of them, but the message to Gonzalez was sent via an encrypted channel on the Mercurius network. That means that it must be one of the higher-ups at a large, publicly trading company. We don't know what was on data stick. The data stick? But we haven't been cleared for access yet. Yesterday morning, an anti-Sabian terror group calling themselves the Liberators publicly broadcast a video in which they claimed responsibility for Banner's murder. They also announced a second attack within 48 hours. The broadcast was sent from the AdSpot building. They operated all the billboards across the city. By the time the video started, the building was being guarded by a Cox security employee. We have reason to believe that the perpetrator was another employee of that same company, James Moore. His wife said that he went on a holiday at Manami Tree Resort, but he never turned up there. We are currently running a planet-wide search for him, but without success so far. The CEO of Cox Security, Albert Cox, opened fire on Agent Conrad and myself when we went to arrest him. Why were you arresting Cox? It was an order from the Attorney General. Unfortunately, Cox managed to run away and burn down large parts of his office building. He apparently had something to hide. We are searching for him as well. Do we think that Cox is a key figure in the Liberators? Behind the Liberators, even? He certainly is involved with them in some way, but doesn't have access to the Mercurius network. You have to assume that there is some bigger fish behind Cox. What unfortunate sentence. What's also strange is that he is a Sabian himself. He grew up on Drovia. Our current priority is to prevent any further attacks. Paulroy. Paulroy? Who the fuck? Is that the guy in the bottom left? Because we haven't... Or is that the woman at the bottom? I haven't heard that name before, I'm sure. I wanted to support the ongoing manhunt for James Moore. Oh, because that's Young, isn't it? Is the woman. We brought some stuff back from Cox's office. Work your magic on it. Let us know if you find anything. Saito, you keep gathering as much information as you can on our prime suspects. Conrad, you should check whether you can establish a motive why Moore would support the Liberators. Ding. Now, I have heard this. We have chatted. Luke Paga? I just call you Luke. Is that wrong? I'm sorry. Hello, how you doing? You love this game? How are you finding it so far? Anyway, sorry, how are you? Welcome. Thanks for dropping by. I was enjoying it until about 15 minutes ago when we had a whole conversation. Since you played, I assume no spoilers anyway, so it won't matter. We had a conversation about his daughter being kidnapped, and I was just like, great. I don't know, it just immediately just doused the flames of my interest so far. The whole, you've got to do what we say because, and I'm just like, just, as I said at the time, just taking it. Just taking it. Luke's alright, excellent. Thank you. I've heard you say your whole name out loud, and I can't remember the full pronunciation, if there's like any inflection I'm missing. Sorry about that. But how are you doing? I hope you're well. Good. Just chilling. How's it going? Excellent. Good. Yes. Yeah. Fine. Thank you. Yeah. We're streaming for about what time is it? Streaming for about another 15 minutes or so, and then we'll be swapping. Well, still streaming, but then we're swapping out to get ready for the Nintendo partnership showcase in the next hour. Thanks, Diddy. So yeah. But yeah, good. Glad you hear you're fine. Just chilling. It's I'm enjoying the game generally. The puzzles we have to solve are quite fun. You know, quite simple logic puzzles. They're quite good. Just the plot kind of taken a bit of a turn I don't like so far. But we'll see. You never know. We might go guns blazing at some point and it will all redeem itself. But at the moment, I just feel a bit like I hate it when the bad guys get the upper hand and it's all like, oh, we can't possibly do anything. Of course you can do something. You've got a gun. Shoot them. You know, it's as simple as that. But you know, it's a bit like it's so much plot armor in those things, you know, because it's a bit like when I remember there was a part in Witcher 2, and it's like a weird tangent, but there was a part when you had to face a guy. It was a bit of a boss battle, and I absolutely trounced him. I ruined him completely. The fight was over so quickly, and he should have died. He should have just easily died, but no, because the plot came in and went, wait, cutscene, he has to live, and somehow he just pulled off an escape and got away. I hate that kind of stuff, where the plot's like, no, to move on, we have to do this. It's like, but, it's just frustrating. So yeah, but I mean, it's well made so far. Unfortunately, it's my voices, so you know, I'm not helping the situation, but we're doing all right. Anyway, check whether they establish a motive why Moore would support the Liberators. Take a look at all the evidence we've got, including the information Saito put on our pinboard. Roger that. Also brought our sniper in for a second round of questioning. We can give it another try and see if we can get something out of him. Gonzalez surrounded himself with lawyers. Could be a while until we get it when we interrogate him again. That's all for now. I see it. Armor is very frustrating, especially when yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's easier to sort of to justify in a simple game like The Witcher, you know, where you hit things until they die. This, I understand the plot is supposed to be complicated and, you know, things are at play in the background and so on, but it just, the woman was stood there, just shoot her. Not to kill. Could have just, like, incapacitated her, got all the information he needed out of her, because seemingly she was not, like, being, like, she wasn't in connection with the people she worked with, because if she was, then she would have had a way for them to tip them off, because we chose to deviate. They wanted Gary's information and we chose our information. Now, she agreed to that, and then later on we got told that was the wrong choice. So, you know, as far as they were concerned. So they needed her to get back with that information. So the simple thing would be, she's clearly not in connection with them immediately. They clearly need to know what's happening. Now, they could have had, granted, someone on like a building further away keeping watch, you know, like a sniper, except we have the sniper. So how many of them exactly are there, really? We don't know, but it's safe to say she probably wasn't being watched. So she's right there. You could get everything you need out of her right there and then. A bit like, oh my god, that's right, it's just come to me. What we needed to do was just like Commando it. Just spoilers, if you haven't seen Commando, I mean, what are you doing with your life? But just right at the beginning, they're like, we've got your daughter. What are you going to do about it? You've got to do what we say. And immediately, just the first thing he does is shoot the guy. He's like, wrong, and kills him. It's like, there we go. That's what we should be doing. You don't have to work with them. You just have to work faster than them. It's as simple as that. Just keep going. Anyway, right. Okay, sorry. Anyway, back to plot. Great movie. It really is. It's so cheesy, but I love it. It's amazing. Back to me when he got something. Right, okay. Oy vey. Right, okay, what we got here? Emails, new apartments. Apartment Sunlight Real Estate. Mr. Conrad, we have found 244 new offers fitting your search criteria. We have a search criteria, so we're looking to move. In only a few clicks, you can make your dream home a reality. Take a look today. Rachel Garner, Sunlight Real Estate. Wait. Current search criteria. Region, districts 1 to 4. Highest. Luxurious, rooms 2 or more, max price 2 million GHD, whatever that's supposed to be. Smart home package version 4.8 or higher. Oh god, that's depressingly realistic. Smart homes that will need to have, that'll be fucking, oh my god, can you imagine having to replace your smart home like your iPad? It just doesn't update anymore, so we need to buy a new home with a newer version. Oh god. That's terrible. Anyway, tags, direct sunlight, public transportation, Maisonette. Search has been running for 126 days. To terminate your search request or to modify criteria, please visit Sunlight Real Estate. .gh. Okay. Sheets, right, okay. Ongoing, the data about 1 that took place in 2 on 3. Right, okay, so this is for the people. We have to know what the data was about, so we need to find that out. Moore's motive. Moore's motive is most likely nationalism. His sick wife? Right. It's his wife that's sick because she because of the incident with the gases that the company didn't have to pay out for. His drug addiction. Also, was it him that was sick? And he was taking the addictive drug. Nationalism. It's unlikely to be nationalism. Because what he's doing kind of runs in the face of that. Okay. Let's talk to people. What we got here? Oh, give me a mouse. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Bank statement. 1840, 16.4... 55. Okay. Current balance 8,150. This is James Moore. Okay. So he's got 8 grand, whereas the houses we were looking at were like 2 million. Jesus. Okay. Bible Pharmaceutical subscription number 200. Let's say dollars. Why not? We'll say maybe the D stands for dollars. Gary in dollars. I don't know. $200 for he gets paid $600 for security salary for April. $10,000. Pregnancy test. Emmy's baby depot. Subscription number 0402 rejected, insufficient funds in account. Oh, right, okay. Hang on, I was reading this backwards. I was reading it like a regular bank statement where the top is the... Oh, it doesn't scroll. That's just a scroll bar of nothing, apparently. Yeah, so he's got 8 grand left over from a 10,000... Was it salary? So he had his salary for April. On the 20th. Went to the bar. Cyber implants. Planned maintenance. Okay. Subscription. Pharmaceuticals. So they're weekly? It costs $200 a week for his subscription. Fiscal grocery store, and it's only 100 for groceries. Wow. Cox Security Services, compensation maintenance, 50. Okay, I don't know what that's about. Herman's Bar again, $4. Jeez, what do you do? Eat a peanut? Driscoll's grocery store for more groceries, $32.50 again. It's only a few days later, I guess. Well, 5 days, not bad. Yeah, he's in negative already. He started out minus 200 plus 600. Yeah. $200 chargeback. Oh, because they tried to take it and they couldn't? Interesting. Salary of 10 grand. Okay, right. And then pharmaceuticals again. Okay. Yeah, where's the middle one? Yeah. James Moore, date of birth 1790. Bemis Sector 6. Civil status, married to Evelyn Moore since 1820. So they got married at 30, okay. Sector 6. Gara, career, junior security professional for Bemmel Security Agency, Bemis. Have we seen this face yet? I don't think so. I mean, we know we haven't like, met him, but I'm wondering if we saw him disguised in some fashion, but I don't think we have. Senior security professional for Cox Security Services, Gara, criminal record, fine for bodily harm, fine for attempted theft, 6 months in prison for transporting illegal substances. I think 6 months. I thought she said a year. Maybe it's a probation after that. Parole or whatever. Resistance against mind-altering drugs, extended field of view. Oh, he has brain enhancement. Extended field of view. Wow, interesting. Reactional, but shortened reaction time increases hand-eye coordination. Oh, interesting. Okay. Something to bear in mind then. Hello, what are you doing? Hello. So he can see round corners and react quicker. Good to know. Resistance against mind-altering drugs. So it's probably his wife that's sick then. But it makes sense because the medication's still at home and he's not there. So he's not sick. His wife is probably. Evelyn Moore. Married to James Moore. Yep, she's... Oh wow, she's 11 years younger than him. Okay. She was only 19 when she got married. Career. Mining professional for Millex Mining, so she's the one that's sick. Mining complex Hope on Famous. Fine for petty larceny. No implants. Yeah, okay. Okay, that makes sense. What a day. I don't expect this. Nope. I don't understand why we would sit there, but sure. Okay. Where are we coming up to? It's past we're coming up. Right. See where we... Hang on. It's not an autosave. See if we can do something. It gives us a save. I think like screen transitions give us a save. Let's see if we can do that. No, it sounds weird. But I'm just thinking... I don't want to be... Okay, remember. He'll just wanted a quick sit after all that. Yeah, exactly, yeah. He stood up a long time whilst I was waffling away. That's what it was. Okay, so none of that was a save point. See if we can get through anything quickly. Remove position. We got a loading point, but no save. Long time no see. Still not the talkative type, huh? Okay, listen up. Things have changed since we last spoke. Turned off the camera so we could talk freely. Your people have kidnapped my daughter to extort me. Last night your friend Zora came to my home to talk to me. But don't get your hopes up. It's about money, not your freedom. Give me a message for you. What message? I'll tell you if you help me with Laura. You're bullshitting me. I'm not. I'm not. Just take my word for it. What exactly do you want me to do? Looks like I'm pretty much locked. Oh, sorry. This is him. Him. What exactly do you want? No. You want me to do? Looks like I'm pretty much locked up in here. Who are those guys and you and Zora are working for? We both know I can't give you any details. We're mercenaries. That's all I can say. Where do they keep Laura? I have no clue. We have a bunch of hideouts in the city and the whole solar system. I don't even know all of them. The whole, that's a pretty huge organization you're part of. We're not just some thugs, we're professionals. You want me to help you? I'll give you one piece of advice. Do what they tell you. If I do, will I get her back? We usually give our end of the bargain. Why are they black? The people who asked you to shoot Banny won't pay up because we prevented the handover. Now they want me to help them get the data back. I see. You said you had a message for me? The moon rises in the south. The fat guy I met at Joris Plaza, he was pretty sure he got his assignment from someone in the Thailandian business. You mean Gonzalez? The man you brought the storage module. The man you brought the storage module. Right, okay, yeah. If that's his name, maybe that'll help you somehow. Thanks for letting me know. Did you tell Zora that the sun sleeps in the north? Sure. Why not? Okay, I'll tell her. Good luck with your daughter. Don't be nice to me. You murdering asshole. Just want you to know. I was ready to shoot your girlfriend. Only the game that stopped me. Alright, see if we can find Moore's motive. Alright, okay, yeah. Shit, be quicker with the mouse. Moore's motive, here we are. His motive is his sick wife. Absolutely. I'm certain this is it. Yep. Talk to Gary. Conrad, I just read your sheet on Moore. Looks like a motive can be established. You should pay his wife another visit. She didn't seem to know anything yesterday. Maybe she'll tell you more if you confront her with her husband's motive. Roger that. See you there. Oh, good. We enter the train. That's a safe point. Okay. Sweet. Meow. And to shine. Jingle. Very convenient train. Here come the pixels in black. Saving! Sweet. We're done. I think Galaxy's a bit hard, you know, a bit over the top. So far, they can't even save a street, really.
Once again enveloped by the smell of the market, I thought back to the man I had been when Kat had brought me here. How did it all go so wrong? Deep down, I knew the answer. I was just too scared to commit to my family. It was so much easier to care about something that didn't have to like you back. That wouldn't go away if you didn't want it to. For me, that was my job. But ironically, protecting myself like that only made it hurt so much worse. Now that Laura was out of my reach, a The pain of being separated was only amplified by the knowledge that I had missed so many opportunities to be with her.
Okay. Last save 1 minute ago. Sweet. So we'll call it there for the game. And we just swap back to another screen. There we go. Yeah. Get out of that. There we go. Save that for ourselves. Coffee shop defenders.